I became what we would call it at that time a gene hunter. So I was hunting for genes mutated in genetic diseases. So together with my team, and at the time I was in the United States, we discovered the genes for many different genetic diseases. And this was the first step to understand really the mechanism of the disease, connecting the mutations in a given gene to the symptoms of the disease in the patient.
From the beginning, Professor Belabio focused his research work on understanding the exact causes of genetic diseases, a field closely associated with his initial medical specialization in pediatrics.
Having a training in medicine was very, very important, and also particularly in pediatrics. Later on, most of my research projects were started by a clinical observation.
Lysosomes are microscopic organelles present in our cells that have the capacity to sort and degrade or recycle waste materials produced by cell metabolism. Genetic dysfunctions of these organelles result in an accumulation of waste in our cells, leading to lysosomal disease. Lysosomes have long been viewed as no more than cellular waste bags, but their role has now been totally re-evaluated thanks to the work of Andrea Belabio and his teams, who have notably demonstrated that a master gene, TFEB, is responsible for controlling both desirable and undesirable activities of lysosomes.
If you increase the function of this single gene, TFEB, you increase the function of the entire lysosome, of the entire organelle. And by doing so, you increase the ability of the cells to degrade accumulating substrates and recycle them. So if the cell is full of toxic compounds, for example, and you act on this gene, then the cells become clean again and eliminates the toxic compound.
We now think about lysosomes in a different way. So we don't talk only about lysosomal storage disorders, but also about lysosomal storage dysfunction or lysosomal dysfunction. So functions of these subcellular organelles are much more complex than just disposal of waste, of cellular waste.
It has shown novel characteristics about these organelles. And now what we are trying to do is to understand more about it, about its regulation in response to environmental changes. And so we really need to finally study those mechanisms regulating these organelles, because this will be very important not only on clinical point of view, but also for basic science.
I don't think there is a single group within this institute that didn't apply some of the findings coming from the discovery of the TFEB pathway into its research, to which some of the application of the TFEB discovery can be crucial. And so even in my case, I think that entire area has been enlightening, and we are doing some research addressing some key questions in the retina related to the activity of TFEB in some specific diseases.
This year, the Louis Jeantet Prize for Medicine rewarded this new discovery, since it improves our understanding of the development of certain genetic disorders and also neurodegenerative diseases such as Parkinson's. Scientists are now considering whether the next step could be to improve or even restart the activity of these defective lysosomes. Research perspectives that could lead to new forms of treatment.
This kind of research that we do, the main motivation, and I have to be honest here, is the curiosity to discover something new. I think this is the beauty of our work. However, being a pediatrician and being in an institute that is basically funded by a charity that supports research for genetic diseases, we are very well aware of the value of discovering a therapy, of course.
This is, I think, that's the vision of Andrea. So he started from the scratch with the identification of genes, pathophysiology of this human disease, and now translational medicine in order to to identify new therapies for the disease.
Having spent several years in the United States, in 1994, Andrea Bellabio decided to return to his own country, to his hometown near Naples, and to accept a proposal he simply couldn't refuse. It was an offer from the Teleton Institute of Genetics and Medicine and its founder, Susanna Agnelli, a charismatic industrial personality in Italy, to set up a research center for leading-edge translational medicine focused on genetic diseases and also for training the next generation of young talent.
The good point to have Andrea as a mentor, I think, is that he's extremely full of enthusiasm and passion in science. And he's so full of this enthusiasm and passion that he really can transmit you this feeling. So I think that for young people it's really important to be in this kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, but not with the Shiga toxin.
No.
Yeah, so maybe you can check this one.
Andrea has always been an example for young people, an example for what really should be a researcher. Aggressive, focused on the research, concentrated on his work. Nothing has to distract a research from his field, or his focus, and that's what he really does for everybody. And of course, since, the TGEM Institute is here because of Andrea. So just because he gave all these people coming at TGEM the opportunity to be capable of participating in an issue such TGEM, it's more than everybody else is doing.
This is, all of them are 3 hours. For example, here I promote the starvation, I put starvation media.
Right.
So
It was both a scientific and a human challenge to nurture the upcoming generation in a country where basic research is not yet a political priority.
Working in the United States, you can find immediately worldwide recognized collaborators, which are just across the street. Instead, of course, in Italy, the problem is that you have very few scientific places where you know that they do research at top level. Italy just needs to support more research and to support the good research.
I'm also very happy about this prize because it means something for Italy. I think it means something for the young people because they think that merit is not considered at the center of the evaluation, their evaluation. They think it's always the same story about being friends of somebody. And here, I think in our institute, we're proving that this is not the way it should be done. I think we should reward people who are dedicating their life to pursuing a specific goal.